Positive energy makes the world a better place. Toolbox Talk can elevate your walk.
Tawfiq Life Strategies presents Toolbox Talk, top tools for a fulfilling life. A Toolbox Talk for living, where Akbar and friends will share the top strategies and insights gained from living life.
Toolbox Talk.
Welcome to Toolbox Talks for Living, presented by Tawfiq Life Strategies, the podcast where compassion meets conversation. I am your host, Ameer Akbar, and I am thrilled to have you join us today. In these Toolbox Talks for Living, we'll embark on a journey through the intricacies of human connections, exploring the profound impact of fostering healthier, more fulfilling, more engaged relationships. In this episode, we explore the dynamics, mastering the art of balance between respect and control. But before we dive into the heart of our discussion, let me share a bit about our philosophies here at Tawfiq Life Strategies. Compassion is not just a word, it's a guiding principle woven into the fabric of every interaction. We believe it's not just enough to provide advice. We extend a hand, offering solace and understanding. Life is a tapestry of experiences, and personal growth isn't always a linear path. We acknowledge that setbacks are part of the journey, and our compassionate approach encourages individuals to embrace their own humanity, to learn and to grow from every twist and turn. Compassion fosters resilience. It provides the support system needed to bounce back from setbacks and face challenges head on. Welcome again to Tawfiq Life Strategies, where we will dig into the intricate dynamics of relationships and personal growth. Today we are embarking on an enlightening journey to understand the delicate balances between respect and control in our relationships. In our society, there's a constant buzz surrounding this concept of respect. Everywhere we turn, people are advocating for respect, claiming it's what they desire most in relationships. But let's pause and ask ourselves, what exactly do we mean by respect? Are we truly seeking respect, or is it control we're after? It's essential to unpack these notions. Are we acknowledging each individual's inherent worth, treating them with kindness and compassion, or are we imposing our will upon them under the guise of respect? Throughout this podcast, we will dissect the true essence of respect and control, empowering you, our dear listeners, to differentiate between the two. By the end of our discussion, you'll gain clarity on what respect truly entails and why. More often than not, our conversations revolve around control disguised as respect. So what is respect? It's commonly misconstrued as a response to authority or power. We tend to respect individuals based on their perceived expertise or accomplishments. Think of renowned figures like LeBron James, Warren Buffett, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce. We admire their prowess and dedication in their respective fields. But is this the true essence of respect? I argue that genuine respect goes beyond accolades and achievements. It's about recognizing each person's inherent dignity, valuing their uniqueness, and treating them with kindness, regardless of their societal status or position. Let's change direction and talk about control. It's important to recognize that control isn't a binary concept. It exists on a spectrum. At one end, we have healthy guidance and influence, while at the other end, it can become manipulation and coercion. Control is a concept often intertwined with respect, yet fundamentally distinctive. We must tread carefully, for it is a realm where intentions become obscured. In our quest for understanding, let us peel back these layers, dissecting the subtle nuances that demonstrate healthy and oppressive dominance. Let's unravel the complexities of control and its impact on our relationships and our sense of self. What is control? Control is when a person or a group tries to exercise power over another to dominate or to infringe on another's autonomy or freedom and or to manipulate. Now let us explore this concept of healthy control, a delicate balance that fosters growth and harmony within our relationships. Healthy control entails guidance, support, and etiquettes that are established with mutual respect and consent. It's about empowering individuals to make informed decisions while helping when needed, nurturing autonomy and a sense of agency. Let us illustrate the distinction between control and respect through a few scenarios that shed light on the dynamics between respect and control. I want you to remember what we're doing here today. We're discussing this dynamic balance between respect and control. I'm giving you a lot of scenarios for your mindset to change on how you look at respect and control. I want to challenge how we engage with ourselves and with each other. Now let's explore into a few scenarios that many of us can relate to. We're going to start out with the dynamics of marriage or the intimate relationship where the balance between respect and control come into play. I want you to imagine a husband, let's call him Mark, who feels disrespected by his wife. We'll call her Sarah. During a disagreement about household responsibilities, despite feeling hurt and frustrated, Mark chooses to respond with respect and understanding. Instead of lashing out or resorting to control-driven behaviors, Mark calmly communicates his feelings to Sarah, expressing his needs for mutual respect and cooperation in their relationship. Is that you and how you respond in your relationship? Now let's envision another scenario where Mark responds with control-driven tactics, feeling invalidated and belittled by Sarah's actions. Mark retaliates by imposing his will on her, dictating how she should behave and what she should do. By resorting to control, Mark inflames the situation, eroding trust and intimacy in their relationship, and creating a cycle of resentment and misunderstanding. In the first scenario, Mark is respectful and response fosters open communication and understanding, paving the way for resolution and growth in their marriage. Conversely, in the second scenario, Mark's control-driven reaction perpetuates discord and diminishes the foundation of trust and respect in their relationship. As we reflect on this marital dynamic or intimate relationship dynamic, it's evident that the choices we make and how we respond to feeling disrespected can either strengthen or weaken the bonds of our relationships. Let's imagine Jessica, a successful, career-driven adult child, constantly criticizing her retired parent, Susan, for how she spends her time. Jessica intervenes in Susan's decisions, pressuring her to change her routines to align with Jessica's ideals. In the respect scenario, in another family, Michael, an adult child regularly visits his aging parent, David. Michael listens attentively to David's stories. He shows interest in his experiences and provides support without trying to influence David's decisions. In the first scenario, Jessica's actions undermine Susan's autonomy, creating tension in their relationship. By attempting to mold her parents' behavior, Jessica disregards Susan's individuality. Conversely, Michael respectful approach nurtures a relationship based on understanding and empathy, honoring David's autonomy and his choices. The impact of this, the dynamics of control and respect, significantly influence family dynamics. Control-driven behaviors can lead to strained relationships and emotional distance. In contrast, relationships built on mutual respect allow parents to maintain their dignity and agency while fostering openness and trust. This example emphasizes the importance of recognizing and respecting the autonomy of aging parents. While adult children may have good intentions, Maintaining respect for their parents' individuality is crucial for fostering healthy relationships. In the realm of crime movies, the myth of respect often takes center stage, portrayed by a driven and fervent crime figure determined to safeguard their family's legacy at all costs. This portrayal typically involves coercion, fear, and violence, a narrative that mirrors our own reactions when we feel disrespected in real life. When we perceive disrespect, our instinctual response is to protect our sense of self-worth, our pride, and our identity. It is as if we have transformed into this raging gorilla, regardless of gender, male or female. But here's the question that I'm posing to you. Are we truly being disrespected, or are we simply feeling uncomfortable? I challenge the notion that disrespect is the root cause. Rather, it is discomfort that arises when our voices are silenced, that our expectations are challenged. In these moments, trust and confidence wane, and we instinctively seek to gain control. And how do we regain control? Often through force, threats, or punishment. Tactics reminiscent of those depicted in the crime movies we see on TV. But we're avoiding addressing the underlying conflict by justifying our aggressive behavior. Remember, our aim here is to dissect the delicate balance between respect and control, understanding that the discomfort we feel stems from a lack of trust and confidence rather than genuine disrespect. When trust and confidence falter, fear takes hold and our minds interpret discomfort as disrespect. But in truth, it's a sign that we are facing challenges and conflicts that need to be addressed head on rather than masked by displays of aggression. In our last scenario, let's imagine Jen, a dedicated retail worker, faced with a difficult situation as she encounters a customer attempting to steal merchandise. Despite being yelled at and provoked, Jen maintains her composure and responds with grace and dignity. Rather than reacting with hostility or aggression, Jen chooses to handle the situation tactfully, upholding her values of respect and professionalism. She calmly addresses the customer concerns while ensuring the safety and security of her store. In contrast, which is a scenario I know I have seen plenty times, envision this scenario where Jen responds with control-driven behavior, lashing out at the customer in retaliation for their attempted theft. Her actions escalate the conflict, resulting in further tension and animosity. By succumbing to this urge to exert control through force and aggression, Jen jeopardizes not only her well-being, but also the integrity of her workplace and the environment. Jen's respectful response to the customer exemplifies, in the first scenario, the transformative power of choosing dignity over confrontation. Despite facing adversity, she maintains her professionalism, upholds her values of respect and integrity. It is evident that respect, even in the face of adversity, has the potential to de-escalate conflicts, fostering understanding and preserving harmony in challenging situations. As we navigate our own encounters with disrespect and conflict, let us heed the example set by Jen, embracing the principles of respect and dignity in our interactions with others. Remember, our aim here today was to dissect the delicate balance between respect and control, understanding the discomfort we feel stems from a lack of trust and confidence rather than genuine disrespect. Our goal was to define respect and control, and we did that. We began by dissecting the concept of respect and challenging the notion that it is merely a response to authority or power. Instead, we uncovered its true essence, recognizing Each individual's inherent dignity, valuing their uniqueness and treating them with kindness and compassion is the purest form of respect that we can have. As we navigated the realm of control, we confronted the myths that often obscure our understanding. We discovered how discomfort, rather than genuine disrespect, can drive us to seek control through force, threats, or punishments, perpetuating a cycle of conflict and misunderstanding. Through illustrative scenarios, we witnessed the stark contrast between control-driven behaviors and respectful responses. From family dynamics to workplace conflicts, we learned that choosing dignity over confrontation can de-escalate conflicts, foster understanding, and preserve harmony. In the end, it's clear that respect is not just a virtue to aspire to. It's a transformative force that nurtures trust and communication and mutual growth in all aspects of our life. As we conclude today's episode, I encourage you to reflect on the insights we've explored and consider how you can apply them to your own relationships and interactions. By embracing these principles of respect and dignity, we can cultivate a culture of understanding, empathy, mutual respect, and compassion. This podcast continues to assist in presenting building blocks and steps to create life-changing designs that assist in building a better life through an integrative approach that treats mind, body, and spirit as an internet-connected part of life. Until the next time, this is Ameer Akbar for Toolbox Talks presented by Tawfiq Life Strategies. Remember to spread peace. Give blessings and step into love.
Toolbox Talk can elevate your walk.
Spread peace, give blessings, and step into love.
Hey Akbar, you woke 'em up.